guess because I know these guys are talented. My next comedian is a fantastic, funny young guy, Dan Lerhman. He says don't pronounce the H in his name, but goddamn, he's getting it because his mama worked hard for that. And Dan Lerhman is a graduate of Duke University where he started a stand-up comedy group, the Blueberries. God damn it, I'm tough. And I'm sorry. And he's currently a graduate of sociology, at Georgetown University. And he's aspires to be the first American to perform stand-up show on 7 continents. Go for it, man. Anyway, here it is, Dan Lerhman.
Hey. So we have a nice young crowd out there. Any recent college grads out there? A couple. So GQ recently came out with a list of the top 25 douchiest colleges in America. I went to Duke, and we were number 2 on that list. And when I found that out, I was kind of upset. So I sat down and started writing a letter to the person who wrote this article, telling him he didn't know me, he didn't know everyone at Duke, and he didn't know how douchey we were, at which point I realized I was making a strong case for us to be number 1. Alright, let's get on to the offensive shit. So I have a new method for measuring my productivity lately. What I do is I go into Mozilla Firefox. I open up my most frequently visited websites tab, and if YouTube.com is ahead of YouPorn.com, then I've had a productive day. Today, unfortunately, was not a productive day. And I found myself watching a lot of Chocolate Rain to make up for it. And the reason I've been watching so much porn lately is because of a little game me and my bros made up called Porn No Boner. It's not what it sounds like. The way it works is you get a bunch of bros in a room, you throw on some porn, you take your shirts off, and the first person to get a boner loses. It's a very mature exercise in self-control. It's not big. And it usually doesn't cross any lines, but my friend came pretty close to crossing a line with it the other day. We volunteer at an elementary school, Watts Elementary School. It's right down the road, some of you guys might have heard of it. And on our way over there the other day, he suggested we play Watts No Boner. Alright, relax. Throwing ideas, man, as you can tell. And are there any BlackBerry owners out there? Anyone with BlackBerries? We got one. Alright, you guys are going to love this next idea of mine. My idea is for a BlackBerry app. And what the app does is it gives you the location of the nearest AT&T store so you can go trade it in for an iPhone. Because BlackBerry sucks. Can your BlackBerry do this?
No, it can't.
Can your BlackBerry do this? I gotta get that louder. Computerized voice saying the same thing is pretty hilarious. Anyway, nothing pisses me off more than bad inventions. And one of the worst inventions of all time, it's a pretty recent one, it's the cold activated Coors Light. You guys familiar? Are there any out there in the crowd right now? If you're not familiar, Coors Light spent millions of dollars to invent this can that turns blue when the beer is cold. And why is that a terrible idea, you may ask? Well, you see, I've got these things called hands, and when I reach out and touch the beer, which is generally what I do before drinking it, they tell me whether or not the beer is cold. And if it's not cold, it's generally not a big deal. I shotgun it, generally, while thinking about putting it in my reverse microwave, which is what Coors Light really should spend all that money inventing. The reverse microwave. I've been thinking about that one for years. freezer is good too. One group I can think of that would benefit from the cold activated Coors Light is double amputees. But I have a feeling they have bigger problems to worry about than whether or not their beer is ice cold. Such as how they're going to drink that beer and bathe in. I wanted to finish off this power-packed 3 to 5 minute set with a quick story. And any skiers out there? Skiing, okay. So I am a big skier, and I was skiing this past winter, hitting the slopes pretty hard, and I was hitting them so hard, in fact, that I lost my wallet. It fell out of my pocket, and I was pretty upset at first, but I eventually got over it and got a new wallet. A couple months pass and I get a package in the mail, and it's my wallet. And the best part about it is all the cash and all the credit cards are in there in perfect condition. And someone had found it when the snow melted, and they didn't even want a reward. It turns out they were a Jehovah's Witness, and all they wanted was that if one of this guy's fellow Jehovah's Witnesses come to my door at some point in the future, that I give them my time and listen to what they have to say. So I immediately mailed back my wallet in disgust and told them never to contact me again.